following program is an exclusive Disruption Networks production.
Hey, Disruption Network. This is Mike Sacco, the general manager at Nye Volkswagen of Rome. If you don't know me by name, it's only because you have not received the best deal. There's only one reason to leave Utica, and that's to come see me in Rome and get the best deal on your next new, pre-owned, or certified VW. Mention that you heard this ad from Disruption Network and receive $250 off your next vehicle purchase. You'll know why our customers say, I love my Nye VW. Come see us at 5865 Rome Taberg Road in Rome or visit us online at nyvwofrome.com.
The Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley was born when three top producing agents with over 25 years of combined experience selling real estate joined forces to take real estate to the next level. We practice with honesty, integrity, and the knowledge to help make the buying and selling process easy and stress-free for all of our clients. We pledge to always make our clients our top priority from start to finish and even after the house is closed. We will always be a valued resource for information and assistance for our buyers and sellers. Our customers over the years have become not only past clients, but great friends. As we join hands together as the Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley, we look forward to serving our clients and our community and making a positive difference. You can reach us at 315-601-9630 for all of your real estate needs.
Hi, this is attorney Nick Pasalacqua. The team of attorneys I have assembled at Pasalacqua & Associates has been carefully hand-picked to include the best trial attorneys in the particular areas of the law that we practice. Have you been charged with DWI or any other crime? Members of our team include former assistant district attorneys, now fighting to protect your rights 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you or someone you love been seriously injured in a motor vehicle accident? Members of the team at Pasalacqua & Associates include former insurance defense attorneys, now fighting to ensure that you get every penny you're entitled to. If you need legal help quick, don't waste your time or money calling anyone else. Remember, for legal help quick, you better call Nick and the team at Pasalacqua & Associates. 315-500-NICK or 315-500-6425 or visit cnytriallaw.com today.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Home Free with Adeline VanDyke and one of my favoriteest real estate agents ever, Jay Groah with the Jay Groah Group at Better Homes and Gardens.
Wait. Let's get this correct.
Oh, wait. What
the Jay Groah team.
Oh, yes, we're the team now.
Team.
I forgot. We can't do groups anymore.
Jay Groah Group anymore.
All right, so formerly the Jay Groah Group and now the team. Better Homes and Gardens. You brought that to the big U.
Brought it back.
I love that. Now, how long has it been since they've been here?
Probably 10 years, I think, if not more.
See, and I don't really even remember
it was
when they were
Better Homes and Gardens had left the area before I think you got into the business.
Yeah.
So they actually stopped selling real estate. They actually shut down their
real estate the whole
franchise.
division.
Yeah. And then 10 years ago, completely just jumped back into it, revitalized their program, got it going, and they've really started taking off in the last few years.
I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, with you, it has to be something that's pretty cutting edge because you don't do boring.
But you know what? It's not even that they're so much cutting edge. They are. I mean, they're on the forefront of all the cool stuff that's going on.
Which is right where you like to be.
Which is right where I like to be. But what I love about them so much is that they're just a very, homey, family-centered, lovey-dovey kind of organization. I mean, how many people don't have Better Homes and Gardens hand towels in their bathroom? And,
right.
You know, my mother still, I get 100 copies of the magazine a month, and I swear Mama Groah takes 20 of them to all of her friends and this and that. And it's a household name.
Everyone knows it.
Everyone knows it. And I loved that. I wanted something that people would just instantly recognize and instantly associate with all the things that I love.
Right.
You know, I'm at that phase now in my career where I want a family. You know, I love all of these. Like, I'm in nesting mode. And I'm in nesting mode. Like, I love to cook. You know that.
Yes.
I love my wine. I love
Yep.
my food. You know,
You need to entertain and be
into
home. Yeah.
entertaining. And that's what Better Homes and Gardens is all about. Like, they're all about the love of all things homey.
Home. Yeah.
So it works. I love it. And their signs are still sexy. And I mean, I can't not have cool looking signs.
Yeah, no, that would have been a deal breaker.
That would have been a total deal breaker. Would have been over before it ever started.
But I just, I love it. When I first heard, when you first told me, I was like, oh yeah, okay, this I can see. Your last move I couldn't see. I didn't think it was like, it was very structured and you're not. And I couldn't see that.
You know me well.
Kind of
Adeline
working.
VanDyke. Well,
yeah.
I was formerly franchised, affiliated with Keller Williams, and they're an honest.
Oh yeah, amazing company.
Amazing company. This is just a much
Different.
It's a much better fit. Like when I opened up the office, the first thing they did was they sent me a box of pastries from New York City, all like Better Homes and Gardensy, and I was like, these people know how to win with J. Groah. Just give them
done.
sugar, pastry them up, and life is good.
He'll be selling for months. He'll send him another cookie.
Well, and then, and it's just like their swag is awesome. They get it. They're like, I have little Lego sets that are like, build your own little Better Homes and Gardens house. And
how cute.
That's exactly what I said. Like,
how cute.
It's just cute.
Yeah.
And the support that they give to me is, it's a small company still.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just kind of, like I said, working to expand their reach throughout the country, and they treat their people like family. Like, I know and love the owner of the company. I have met her. I have hung out with her. And the way that I found out about the franchise was I literally was at the National Association of Realtors conference in Chicago. And I saw this awesome, like, looking woman just I'm gay, FYI. This awesome looking human being just walking down, and she had this little buzz cut, and she had these awesome glasses.
Oh, God,
this,
yeah.
like, super cool outfit on. And I was like, you know me. I'm like,
I need to know her. We're going to be friends.
It was just like, I walked up to her and I'm like, this might sound a little sketchy and I don't care. I said, but you just look like someone I got to know. I said, and I'm Jay Groah from upstate New York. And she just hugs me and she's like, well, hi, Jay Groah. She goes, and I'm the president of Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate. So she's talking to me. We're hanging out. She's like, come to this party later on, in the evening. And they had this like sweet party, and it was like it was either a ping pong hall or a knock hockey hall. You like walk down 3 flights of stairs into this basement, and there's all these crazy people playing. I think it was ping pong, and like then they had this special room where everybody was just hanging out, and all the people were just very, very cool, very down to earth,
fun.
Your
kind of people.
They were total nerdy still though. Like
yeah.
That was me. Like
yeah.
I like fun nerdy.
Yes.
And that's what these people all were. They were all house dorks, and some of them had these huge business backgrounds, and some of them were just like me and just, hey, I sell a lot of houses.
Because I'm good at it.
Because I'm good at it, and it's fun, and I love it, and yay. It was so much fun. Like, and after that, it was like they kept calling and just being like, when are you opening? It took me 9 months, because you know me.
Yeah, you don't make decisions.
No, I don't.
Especially, that caliber decision is huge.
It's huge.
Because you really do sell a shit ton of real estate.
Yeah.
So to make a move like that's and people don't realize this. That's a lot of signs, which are very expensive.
Oh.
Logos have to be changed. Advertising has to be changed. So much has to be changed.
The work that it takes to change your office over in the multiple listing service. In our
right.
office, we have pretty good systems in place at our board office, but it's still a pain in the derriere.
Especially when we're changing MLS systems, too.
Oh, yes. Because it's not enough for us to do, Adeline.
Why not just do it all at once?
Why not? We're all super busy, really.
Yeah, but,
But we're here.
Yeah.
And it out.
Had to happen.
Yes. So I'm super excited. We've been open for about a month and a half now.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems about right.
And green signs are popping up all over the area.
And a couple of grays.
And a couple of grays. You notice that
I have noticed. You know I don't miss anything.
We've got the luxury group within our organization. We also have a waterfront.
What color are the waterfront signs?
They are still gray.
Still gray, okay.
It's either green or gray. It depends on the font changes. Yes. The only problem I've noticed is that I don't have gray. I need gray riders.
I
only got green ones. So,
Yeah.
The perks of, owning your own business. Next thing you know, it's like, write the check for the new signs, too.
Yeah. Yeah, we found that out when we changed companies because it was like, okay, we have 70 listings.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a chunk.
And
that's
we
a
have
chunk.
to put up all new signs.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yep.
We have to pull
and
the
time involved. The time involved.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge.
It was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Logistically, it was a nightmare.
Did you have help, hopefully?
We did. And even with like 8 or 10 people running, you've got 70 listings all over 4 counties.
Yeah.
You know how it is, Jay, because I'm sure you had just as many.
Yes.
That you had to, get all switched around.
You know what, though, Addie? I don't. Like, you don't. I operate differently than
Yeah, because you delegate a lot more.
Well, that and I don't like lots of listings. I like to carry, to carry my low listing load and just sell the living out of those guys and then get the next one. Like, I don't know how we have some big names in our area that carry
50. Yeah, I can't
listings,
do
it. And I'm just sitting there going,
well, I'm the same way. I won't have that many actives.
Yeah.
I have 15 active listings.
And
that's it.
I think
I have a lot of pendings.
Yeah, but I think that's all one person can really manage effectively.
And I think that's you. You're the one who taught me, and I blame you.
But
it does. It is. Because I get so much. Thank you, Jay. By the way, thank you. Because I have stark raving mad fans. I know we've had this conversation before. I don't have happy customers. I have stark raving mad fans.
What did we talk
Because
about?
I don't carry 50, 75 listings to where I'm like, can I show your house? Oh, gosh, I don't have their number.
Here, there's the way I tell people is there's merit to both schools.
Right.
There is that mega lister.
Yeah.
And, you carry
it's a different
50,
style.
70 listings, and some people can do that. And then to me, like I call them mega listers and mega sellers. And they're both very valid models to be a big agent in this area.
Right.
And they're wonderful. Like I said, some of the best, highest producing agents in this area are mega listers. And then there's people like you and I, who I consider us to be sort of on that other end, the mega seller end. And what we focus on, at least, and I know I taught you, and I know you follow the same mantra, is that I take on a lower amount of listings, and I literally just pound the crap out of them until they sell. So it's still that same concept. We're selling the same amounts of houses. It's just two
where your
different
focus
models.
is.
And I think they're both brilliant business models.
It's just all in your style, I think.
It's all in your style.
And I'm hands-on.
You're
I don't
super
like to delegate. I'm very uncomfortable delegating.
You've gotten better at it.
I'm learning.
Yes.
Because you keep yelling at me.
Well, but you have...
You have a buyer's agent.
Hi, Joelle. Tell her she needs to use you more often.
He yells at me constantly.
But it's true, Eddie. It's like one of the things that I have gotten really good at with my latest buyer's agent. Hi, David.
He's adorable. I like that kid. He's going to be good. He's not a kid.
He's not a kid.
He's not a kid.
I know. I can't.
To me, he's a kid because he is my kid's age. But
outstanding young man.
He really is. I like him.
And I have what's great about this is it's taken me 8 buyer's agents before
only 8
before I finally was just able to say, all right, you know what, I am not as effective as dealing with buyers as David is.
Right.
And it's because we're at different phases in our lives. David is at that phase in his life. He's 24 years old. He's a single guy right now, ladies. He's adorable.
Really? Hey, David. My daughter happens to be 24 tomorrow. No.
He's a good-looking guy. He's educated. He's intelligent. He's passionate.
He holds a very nice conversation.
Oh, well, he really is. He's just outstanding.
Very interesting.
He's up to $1 million since he started.
That's awesome. And he's only how many months?
12 weeks.
That's That's freaking awesome.
And
way to go, Dave.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I'm so
That's
proud of
great.
him, and I'm just so. It's so nice.
See, yeah, he's like our Joel.
Yes, he is your Joel.
Yeah.
And you have to have that level of confidence in this person.
Right.
And I've literally just been able to say, okay, every buyer that I have, every buyer except like those ones that are like besties.
Yeah.
They're just going to work with David from now on.
Yeah.
And I had a client the other day, and I sold them their first house 2 years ago. They called me to find them another house and sell their current house. And I hooked her up with David. And at first she was like, "Oh, Jay, are you brushing me off?" And I said, "You know what? Absolutely not." I said,
I'm delegating.
I said, "I am giving you to the person that is most qualified to help you find a home." And sure enough, David had found them a house within a couple of weeks. And they're going to be moving in, and they're super happy. And she texted me, and she said, "Okay, Jay," she goes, "you found your mini-me." She goes, "He's awesome, and I'm not." She goes, I don't feel like you passed me off. And I said, "I didn't." I said, "You're still completely involved with my life. I'm still completely involved with yours. We just sold their house." So I handled the listing, and David handled them finding their next move.
Yeah.
And it's
teamwork.
It's teamwork. And I think it's rare in our area. We still don't have a lot of teams.
Right.
And I think teams as a real estate entity are extremely effective when done right.
Oh, yes.
So, and that's one of the things I think there's a lot of growth left to be done in the Mohawk Valley.
Oh, absolutely.
On teams.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of folks still just like with teams, they just say, "Oh, we're a team."
Yeah.
And I say a couple things when it comes to real estate teams. For one, I approach teams like team sports. Okay. Does each person have a role? Okay, who's handling buyers? Who's handling sellers? Who's doing the listings? Who's doing this? Who's inputting stuff? Who's which admin? And I see new teams forming, and I'll ask them those questions, and they're like, "Oh, well, we're all doing this, and we're all doing that." And I said, okay. I mean, you do you, boo. I won't.
Good luck with that.
But the most successful teams in life have
their strengths,
and their weaknesses, and you want to play to that strength or to that weakness. And the other thing I think is silly is that a lot of these teams don't have a coach. A lot of and the best teams have a coach.
Yeah.
I have a life coach. I know if you're familiar with the Peterson Properties team, Tasha has a business coach, and she coaches with him once a week. And I think teams you need that third party kind of saying, "Okay, I'm looking at you I'm
looking in from the outside.
Yeah.
And through this window, I see.
Here are some holes that I think you should fill." And David just texted me and said, "Y'all are making me blush."
Aww.
We're pinching your cheeks through the microphone right now, Dave. But I think a lot of teams in our area could be unbelievably strong because the personalities on them are fantastic.
Right.
But just putting yourself together and calling yourself a team, you need more structure than that.
Yeah.
And that's where I think like you guys are strong because you've identified, "Hi, we need a buyer's agent."
Right.
So you hired a very
and we
strong
each have our
buyer's agent.
strengths. Like Lori does the bookkeeping and the
You do,
filing.
like, the
I do all the social media and this.
And this.
I'm the one that's kind of out there and in your face. And
Yep. Exactly.
Patty's just a freaking machine.
And
Jesus.
Patty's just a machine. I mean,
you just sell, Patty, because I'm never slowing that down.
That's it. Well, that's why I like to see effective things like that. Like I consider and shout out to Paul Sacco and Dave.
Oh yes,
Cecilia.
What an incredible team they are.
I think they're very effective.
Yes.
You've got people like Paul, who is kind of a pillar, a community icon after in sales with JM for 35 years.
Yeah.
And he's out there and he's networking and this and that. And you've got Dave, who
the
is
MBA.
really great with that. He's got the MBA. He knows the business systems.
Yeah.
I think when
there's great balance there.
You've got really good balance, and that's why you've seen the growth of companies like One Realty because they're very intelligently designed.
Yep.
And I think you have people like the two of them, I think, realize very adroitly what their strengths are and what their weaknesses are. And they
pick each other up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So like it's people like that that I think we should be, again, we reach out, and Paul's taught classes,
right?
David's taught classes at the board before. I think it's more things like that we need to see to get these great young teams up and going and more powerful.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I think there are, I don't know if you've noticed, but I see a lot of people getting into the business now, and a lot of them are really strong, could be really strong agents.
But they're falling through.
They're falling through the cracks.
I've seen it plenty of times. I've scooped a couple of them up.
Good.
Well, you know me.
Yeah.
You would kick my ass if I didn't. If I saw someone struggling and I didn't help them, you would be very disappointed. I won't do that.
I would be.
Because you did too much for me.
Well,
so
that's how I got that. But that's my thought on this business.
You pay it forward.
And I want to raise the common denominator of
yes.
the industry.
Yes.
John taught us well.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
John Brown, icon in the area. The man's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the first conversations that I had when I joined on to Caldwell Banker Faith with John was, all right, four of you, there were four of us newbies, get in the car. And we went around with John Brown and got his like welcome to Utica tour.
Yeah.
And the whole time he's going, okay, guys, how many Buddhist temples do we have in the area? We're all going,
and you knew by the end.
Yeah. How many Catholic churches do we have in the area? We're like, how many blah, blah, blah. And we're all like, and he looks at us, he's like, stop it right now. You need to know these things. You need to be an expert in your community. And so it's that sort of, he taught me that day that, oh my God,
I don't know anything.
I don't know anything, and I need to educate myself.
Yeah.
That still was one of the best lessons that I ever got. And what I try to do now is what he did for me, was kind of, give the agents in our MLS that sort of punch in the arm,
right,
and say, you have to do this. Now, for John, it's market knowledge. The man knows everything. For me, it's marketing.
Yeah.
And
you are a marketing guru.
That's my jam.
You are.
So I want to share with everybody how to get their properties out in the most effective, most beautiful way.
Yeah.
And it's the whole pay it forward thing. With you, it's that, hey, your social media. You want to go ahead and you want to help people get going with the social media. And it's this sort of pay it forward mentality that I think a lot of industries don't have that mentality that real estate does.
Yeah.
And I explain to people.
And we really have a lot of mentoring going on.
Well, real estate is a unique industry in that we are all at the same time competitors and colleagues.
Yeah.
So, yes, Addie, if I go up against you in a listing, oh my God, I want to beat you on it.
Well, of course.
Bitch, I go cut you.
You're not getting it, though.
I'm not going to get it, but I'm going to try. But then, if you get that listing and I have a buyer, the next day I might
we're coworkers.
be working with you and co-working.
Yeah.
So to me, one of the biggest things about this industry is that you got to play nice in the sandbox because, like I said, you're going to be competitors on one day, and then you're literally gonna be colleagues the next.
Yeah.
Not a lot of industries have that.
No.
That sort of yin and yang.
Yeah. And luckily around here, I think percentage-wise, I think we're lucky, whereas we don't have many of those bad apples, so to speak, who will call your client and say, your listing agent isn't doing this right, and blah, 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 you should fire them and call them. I mean, we have some of it. Don't get me wrong. But luckily, it's not like $1 million listing where everybody's got the knives in the back twisting. Most of us are friends.
Utica,
you were out to dinner with Amanda last night.
Exactly.
I mean,
like Utica is the only place I can think of right now that I would want to sell real estate, because you don't need to be this bulldog, roar kind of person. Yep. I can be fluffy, lovey, huggy Jay.
Yep.
And you know what?
And you can still sell $10 million.
Still sells a whole crap ton of real estate every year. So, and I don't know if that would be the case even in markets around us like Syracuse or Albany.
Right. Because I think they're a little more competitive.
They're much more competitive.
Yeah. I sold one in Poughkeepsie and it was scary.
Well, it's just different. Utica, it's one of my favorite parts about our hometown. Yeah. Utica in general is just a very Like,
Yeah.
grin and bear it, smile.
Yeah.
Let's have fun. Let's support each other. Let's bring each other up.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Because I think that we've been through so much together. I mean, if you've lived in Utica for any length of time, you've seen good turn to crap.
Twice.
And now, right. Or 3 times.
Or 3 times.
And now we've really got some resurgence. Shut up, Jay. I'm only a couple of years older.
couple 2
But, so I think for me, being a few years older than you, I see a whole different attitude than I've ever seen in this area.
Tell me,
so much.
like, right now,
This is my time.
is there no more exciting time to be a Utican?
Everybody's so positive and they're working towards change. And you know me, I could have this much in my glass and I'm like, oh, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
That's plenty in there. I'm a positive person. I don't like this negative. And when people were dragging my hometown, it hurt.
I know. And
But now it's like so exciting.
what I look at, Eddie, is I'm like, you know what? I hate to say like that sort of transmillennial generation. It's this my age group right now. That mid 30s. We've got some extra money.
Yep.
And what we want to do now is we want to take a chance in our hometown.
Yep.
Like I look at
You're starting to nest.
Alan Leonard's, okay, Jason and
Yes.
Dougie. They were one of the first ones to go into downtown Utica
Yep.
and say,
I see
"All right,
something.
Here we go. Let's take this gigantic risk." And it has, tell me that Bite Bakery is not one of the
come on.
coolest places.
It's
to hang out in
amazing.
the area.
It's
And
there's not a day that goes by that I don't hear somebody talking about how wonderful whatever was.
So they've helped to really kind of get other transmillennials
Right.
in that sort of that mentality. And now you've got, like I said, Emmy and Vinny with Modus, and you've got, obviously Taylor and the Cook and where
Utica
I am,
Bread,
and
yeah.
we were just talking about how awesome Tim Starziak is.
Oh,
and,
yes.
opening up
Right.
his new sweet, cool bar.
Yeah. Well, and then just what they did with the Dev.
Hello.
I mean, that's a great place to go.
There
Cocktails, lunch, dinner. The food is off the hook.
Food is delicious. Their bartenders
They're spectacular.
they're spectacular.
Friendly.
Yes.
Sit there and chat with you. Make a great drink.
Make a killer drink.
Yeah, and they've had some entertainment in there too.
Oh, yeah. And
I love my Tim and
Yes,
Tim.
but that's what I'm saying is you now have my parents still don't get it.
Right.
And it's that my parents are a little okay, my parents are 60. There we go. Hi Mom, I love you. Everybody knows how old you are now.
She's a young 60.
A young 60. And I'll bring my mom and dad downtown and they still can't quite feel it.
Yeah. Because it's still downtown.
It's still downtown. My mom's getting into it. But I took my dad to Modus, and you know my dad.
Yeah.
My dad is awesome, okay?
Your
love
dad
my
is,
dad.
I love
He is
him.
about as blue-collar, southern redneck. My dad is 60 years old. He left for the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia when he was 18. He still has an accent, thick as this.
Yes, he does.
So we're down in Modus.
And he is not a Modus guy.
He is not a Modus guy.
a beer and peanuts guy. Why would you take your poor father to Modus? Your father needs to hang out with me. He should have been at Griffin's.
He would have 100%
Perfect.
should have gone to Griffin's. And so we're at Modus, and he's looking at the menu, and he's going, "What the hell's this stuff?" My mother's like, Danny Ray, just look at it. It says what protein it is on the next line. It's not that hard." But it's
Right.
this difference in mentality.
Right.
And now, like I said, Amanda and I were at Modus the other night for, I want to say 5 hours. And we were just sitting there and absorbing people as they were coming in and coming out. There was a guy who was in from Buffalo. He was an assistant distiller for a company. He had just met with McCraith Beverage about carrying their new line, had done a sampling with them. And he found it on Yelp, and he's sitting in the corner. We invited him to come over and join us, chatted with us for a good 45 minutes. And he said, "My God," he goes, "Utica's cool." And I was like, "Damn, we finally
Mission
did it.
accomplished.
We did it.
Next.
We're there." I texted a Facebook message to Emmy, and I was like, "We got a Utica's cool." And it is so awesome to me to see what is going on. Like I'm in with the Doyle.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Oh, how about, I thought of you earlier because one of my former clients, I sold her house.
Yep.
And she posted a picture of her new apartment in the Doyle.
Oh.
And I was like, oh my God.
Yes.
Yay.
Steven and I are moving in.
Yep.
We're moving
Hey,
in
if
next
anybody wants a loft in the Doyle, here's your man right here.
Seriously. But
These are Jay's listings, so get a hold.
I've had them for like 2 months now.
Yep.
16 of the 56 units are already gone.
Isn't that crazy?
Like, I think that's amazing.
It's incredible.
And it's this amazing
Incredible
mix of young kids who are taking these $1,000, $1,100 a month studios. Right. And, you know, I've got a couple of amazing, like, SUNY IT professors. I've got these awesome artistic mid-30s. One of them's a Hamilton professor, and his wife used to teach at Colgate, but now she's
nice.
just a producing artist here. Like, they're this just intoxicating group of people. You know, right down to my Mason Eddie, who I'm just literally going to be BFFs with in the building. We're just going to drink ourselves into an oblivion.
Perfect.
And be immature. So it's awesome. And 16 are already gone.
That's
and
great.
And then I go through the 173 building with Chris Martin, and I'm looking going, she has 22 amazing. Like, they're awesome. Just like Doyle, you know, a little different here and there, but they've all got these just super cool features. So I'm going, you've got 56 in the Doyle. You've got 32, I think, in Landmark, 22 in the 173 building,
right.
173, I think it is. Sorry, Chris. 173 building. You've got a ton. And then I know that...
And they're filling up fast. Landmark's been full
Landmark
since...
is full.
10 minutes after it was built, I mean...
So downtown
is on fire.
Happening. And people are selling their suburban homes.
Yep, to do condo living.
To do a loft life.
Yep.
And I think it's amazing.
Honestly, Jay, if I didn't have my mother and my 2 children still with me,
yep.
with my work schedule, because, you know, it's 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, and then you're working 4 hours from home, too.
Yeah.
I don't want to mow the lawn anymore. I am tired.
I think that's just a prevailing mentality right now. Right now, like Steven and I said, when we decided that we were going to make this move into the loft, Steven looks at me and he's like, we pay someone to mow our grass. We pay someone to take care of our landscaping. We pay someone to plow the driveway.
Let's add that up.
You know, I mean, when you do that, I mean, that alone is you know, basically $2,200 a year right there. You might as well just live in a loft. Because
seriously.
You're just blowing money, and we're not
right.
big. Like, we entertain inside our home.
Right.
I've got, like, several people, like Amanda. She'd be like, Jay, I could never live in a loft because I need my private outdoor space.
Right. She likes to have her garden and this and that.
And this and that. And I'm great at killing plants.
Oh, yeah. I'm really good at killing plants.
Not so good at...
No. Cactus aren't even safe around me. Yeah. It's not pretty.
I was like looking going, I always have an herb garden, and every single year the herb garden just turns into a weed garden. And I could still get a little bit of cilantro here and there. Oh, sorry, David updated me. We're at 20 units leased right now.
Oh, nice.
20 out of 50.
So he's been busy behind your back.
Oh, my God.
Well, you were away last week for a few days.
David has taken over very heavily on the leasing on the deal. And he showed it, and correct me here via text, David, if I'm wrong, on Thursday or Wednesday of last week, he showed it 7 times.
Wow. That's good.
Yes.
For loft living in Utica. Yeah, that's great.
I think
I love
amazing. And we've got...
See, and I love the change and the progress.
Oh, how can you
not? So much is going on.
Not? It is to me,
incredible.
And this trend is actually kind of following a national trend. I mean, if you look at urbanism cycles, they come and go in about 50-year
increments.
Dave, they come about 50-year increments where, you know, for 50 years people believe in cities and they move in cities, and we actually see this trend nationwide right now.
Yeah.
And then, you know, 50 years people head out into the suburbs and you see
we get sick of each other.
And it is
you need that break.
It's statistically shown, you know, a 50-year cycle. So we're in that 50-year cycle of urbanism right now, and we're in a good period economically. So people are willing to take a bigger risk on a bigger rent.
Right.
And I think you're going to see...
And a bigger project.
Could
you imagine somebody doing something with the Doyle 3 years ago?
Sure. I mean, it's
5 years ago?
I think almost a $15 million...
I mean, they would have been crazy 5 years ago to do that here.
Huge, yeah.
But now, they'd be crazy not to.
And if you look, I think some of that trend comes from the fact that from my generation and down, we are so used to the payment lifestyle.
Right.
You know, my parents, when they bought their house 36 years ago, you know, they committed to let's get that mortgage down.
Let's pay this 30-year mortgage in 10 years.
And they've been paid off in 10 years. They've been paid off for 25 years on their house. And I think our generation and down now really is more like, well, I'm probably going to die with a mortgage. I'm used to comfort.
I'm used to that car payment.
I'm used to my bookkeeper laughs at me because I freaked out over our $387 a month car payment. And he's like, Jay, I manage, 30 local families. He goes, that's nothing. He goes, most people's car payment is $700,
yeah.
I was like, ugh. But he said that is nowadays, you've got your student loans, you've got your car payments. So why not have a $1,800 a month loft payment?
Right.
You're going to have a mortgage payment till you die likely
anyways.
So that's...
And especially you never stay in a house.
I kind of wanted to stay in this house.
Are we calling this house the Willy Wonka house?
Oh.
Because it's so Willy Wonka to me.
Is.
When I drove by the other day, now I dropped a key off to you.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And the house was very boring. I think your Christmas tree...
white.
I think your Christmas tree was still out front 2 weeks ago anyways.
It
but
was, correct.
I didn't point that out, Jay, because I love you. But it was white and maybe a little taupe.
No, it was white and brown.
And I was like... This is not my Jay. Oh, God. How long have you lived here, Jay? What the hell? I'm like, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, what the hell?
It's a 1978 funky California
Your
right?
kind of
My
house.
kind of house, but not my kind of color.
Oh, God. It was awful. And now it's like the Willy Wonka house. It's like purple and orange, and I freaking love it.
You.
And Carol Scampone must be ready to shoot you, though.
No, she's not in my neighborhood.
Oh, no?
No.
Okay. Oh, she's up in the other one. Okay.
She's over.
I was going to say,
but
she would kill you looking at that.
Love you, Carol. But my across the street neighbor, who's a sweetheart, and
luckily,
she like texted me and she was like, "Love it." Whereas my next door neighbor on the other side, when I pulled in from now, this is how I did this. I knew I was going away to camp for the week, so I gave my painters. I said, "I here are the colors. Here's where it all goes. I don't want to hear anything for an entire week. I'm going to be out of cell phone reception. You're going to start it on a Saturday. You're going to end it on the Saturday I come back. And I just want it to be done because I don't want to second guess myself. You know me. I like big color."
Yeah, but you do. You'll go back and forth, and your decision is always right the first time.
It always is.
Always, because you see it.
Yeah, that color choice, that color scheme, which I ended up painting the house 2 shades of indigo. One of them is a little lighter, and the other one, the trim, is all very dark.
Yeah, I love that deep.
I popped it with this color called cayenne pepper, which is this bright orange, and I did lilac accents.
Oh, looks so good.
It is truly an exercising color. I mean, it's a little wonky, but it fits the character of the house.
Oh, it's perfect for it.
The neighborhood it's a little tougher for the neighborhood because my neighborhood is this lovely development of large ranches.
Yeah.
And they're all 1950s, 60s, 70s, pretty.
Yeah, but not
whites and toast.
Yeah,
but this house,
but not next level.
No, this house has always stood out on the block. It was.
You've always been a little extra.
I've been a little. I think that's a great way to describe me. A little extra.
Just a little extra.
A little different. It looks like me now.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like me rather than.
I love it.
Thank you.
I love it because it's not boring. Oh, no. And it's not overdone and it's not gaudy. No, it's just
definitely not boring. That's for sure.
But I think if you went with green, we could have called it instead of the orange. It could have been the Barney house really easily.
Yes. A little more purple. I could have incorporated some eggplant in there.
It could have been like the Barney house. And
yes, I think right now the Willy Wonka house is a fairly
I think it looks just like Willy Wonka.
My husband calls.
You should have some Oompa Loompas walking around. Some big lollipops.
He calls me because he comes home in the middle of the week while we're up at camp. And he goes, "All right." I'm like, "So how is it?" He's like, "I'm calling it 50 Shades of Blueberry right now." And I was like, "Violet Beauregard, Willy Wonka." He's just like, "Oh, God." He's like, I think I need to see the finished product before I judge. My husband
Does he like it yet?
Yeah, he likes
Okay.
it. To his credit, the man has tolerated a lot of very adventurous interior and exterior insanities.
Yeah,
me.
but
But
you've
they
been
always
married.
turn out amazing.
I was going to say, you've been married how long?
5 years.
All right. If the man doesn't know that you know how it's going to end up
Yes.
before you even start it,
Well, and I think that's like
you have vision like I've
oh
never
my God.
seen. I
To
love
his
it.
Credit. I remember like Steve. He walked through our Rome house, and I looked at him. This is before I bought
The
it.
copper top.
The copper top.
Yep.
And I looked at him. I said, and he always has final veto power. I shouldn't say always. Most of the time has final veto power. I said, honey, can I buy this house? And he looks at me and he goes, no. And I went and I bought it anyway. And when we moved into it, he basically said it was his favorite house that we've ever owned. And we almost didn't want to leave it. And he just said, he's like, okay. I think that one kind of turned him on to just trust the
trust,
J.
yeah.
Trusted the J, and it all may seem a little insane,
Mm-hmm.
but it comes together.
little?
A lot insane sometimes, but
Yeah,
comes
it does.
together in the end. And that's I've always been able to take a look at a house and go, I want this, and this.
And almost too fast for any of us to keep up with.
Oh, yeah, because
Like-
that's how my brain
Yeah.
works. I'm not brilliant with remembering things. I am not great with numbers, but you give me a house and you say, Jay, what can I do to make this room better? And I'm it doesn't
Yeah.
even, there's no
There's no
process.
thought.
It's like,
It's just-
I need you to scooch this chair 30 more degrees this way. We're going to add some little Gucci-gachi,
Mm-hmm.
tchotchkes here. We're going to paint this wall this color. We're going to paint the ceiling this color. And they're like,
Yep.
paint the ceiling?
Yeah, we're painting the floor too.
Yeah,
I just
we're
didn't tell you that
paying
yet.
for it, too. Hey, we're going in, we're going crazy. I think that's part of why I love real estate is
Right.
it incorporates that aspect of design
Right.
without having to make design a career. I think
Right.
God bless these folks that have made careers in this area as interior designers, because it's not a huge market.
No.
And it's a very Utica's. It's just we're a blue collar community, so people see these sort of superfluous, fluffy
Right.
things as just that, fluffy. And so in real estate, I'm able to go in and go like, we can for $1,000 probably make you 10,000.
If you put it in the right
Put it in
places.
the right place. And I think nowadays, and I know you have seen this and you're into this too, it used to be, when we got into this, it was still kind of that like, okay, let's be a little conservative with the color. Let's be a little.
Yeah.
I think now there is this, I'm telling my sellers, put pictures up on the wall. Be a little crazier. Be a little
Yeah.
more adventurous, because Chip and Joanna
Yeah.
have infiltrated this
Yep.
culture. And
Yep.
now it's, we want shiplap and we want multiple colors and
Right.
painted ceilings,
Yeah.
and stencils and
We want
wallpaper.
bam, bam, bam.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And you've been seeing that too, right?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I tell my sellers now, if I walk into a house and they've neutralized it to the point of I can't even stand it,
Yeah.
I tell them, I'm like, you know what? The first thing people are going to do when they leave this house is forget it because you're boring.
Yep.
You've given them nothing to remember. Every wall is white. Every wall is tan. You've got no pictures. You've got no no style, no color, no nothing.
Yeah.
And you're forgettable. They're going to walk out of your house, forget you, and they're going to go to Jay's house that looks like Willy Wonka threw up on it.
Yeah, but
and they're buying it
but
because
there
it's
you
not
go.
going to leave their head.
I think you're
And that's what it
absolutely
is.
right, Eddie. We now, it's a little bit different in this market because inventory is so low.
Right.
But tell me, I just had this happen. Shout out Brittany Zayas. Okay, holy crap. 2001 Lewis Street, right? Great Upper West Side neighborhood. But when you look at the pictures of this house, Brittany understands interior design well. And we went in her house, we gave her the punch list. She
Right.
still had to go in. She rearranged her bedroom for us. She cleaned up. She painted her bedroom. She did a ton of work. It looked banging in pictures. It looked banging. It just great trendy colors, great curtains, refinished hardwood floors. Shout out John Davies. Holy crap, gorgeous. They had repainted the kitchen cabinets. They hadn't
Yeah, nice.
They hadn't spent tons of money since they bought it.
But they did the right things.
They did, and this is the thing, is they did right things. They infused their home with lots of color and vibrancy and life. And I think, they put it on, and within one day had 3 offers, ended up selling for $6,500 over what they had wanted or what they had originally asked.
Yeah.
And it was because you looked at that house and it was beautiful. From the outside where she painted the front door robin's egg blue, she had this darling, and the interior was just beautifully done, shades of grays and blue, beautiful furniture.
Still neutral, but not boring.
Neutral, but not boring. Yeah, I'm not saying go ahead and paint your walls black. I love that idea, but...
Well, yeah. Some of them you could.
Yeah. But I think that's more important than ever now, is Cindy Lazaro and I have always said, when we got in the business, it was the 3 things were price, location, and condition, right? Mm-hmm. So we added pretty. Price, location, condition, and pretty.
Yep.
To those 3 things. And I said, pretty sells.
It pretty does sell.
I can't stress it enough. And some people, I get. Some people are at the end of their rope. You just clean that listing up and you put it on.
Yep. But we just went out.
Again, John Brown, cleanliness is godliness. It's 100% accurate. He taught me that.
Oh, yeah.
Cleanliness sells. On top of cleanliness, you make it pretty.
Right.
And don't make it boring pretty.
No. Nobody wants boring.
No.
Nobody
wants boring. And I think, one of the things I've been into a lot with my listings has been using stencils.
I've noticed.
Stenciling
I love the ceiling you did.
That's what I'm saying.
With Angela. That was gorgeous.
Yes. Angela Johnson and I we did this gorgeous medallion around a light fixture.
Beautiful.
And it wasn't anything punchy.
No, it was just it was about 2 shades off and maybe pearlized?
3 shades darker than the white ceiling.
Yeah, and was it a little pearlized?
It was a different
or
finish.
did it just,
So instead of
it looked a little,
ceiling,
it looked a little shinier. It looked great.
And that's all it is. And when the light is on, it
reflected.
It reflects this beautiful light without being obnoxious. And that's what I tell people. You said it, and I agree. People now want to walk away remembering something about that listing.
Yeah.
And so that house, people are going to walk in and go, oh my gosh, I loved that weird little ceiling medallion thing that they did.
Yeah.
Now the cool thing is it's just paint. So Mr. Seller, if they hate it,
paint over it.
You'll just paint over it.
Done. And it's fresh paint anyway, so it'll blend right in.
So listen, if you don't like it, I will paint over it before you close, okay?
Yeah, done. We've done that before.
We've done that before, Adeline.
I remember being up until about 3 a.m. Hey, we need to paint this. I love you, Jay.
But, it's what we do.
Yeah.
And I think, that speaks to going the extra mile. Right. Your big name realtors in this area. Yes, we are workaholics. And there is something simply to be said for quantity, just working the number of hours we work and making the amount of contacts that we make. And then there's something to be said for just going the extra mile. Yeah. We are not just agents. We are interior decorators. We are home stagers. You are
garbage men.
Shout out again to my team as Dave McCrina was jumping up and down in our dumpster today at the White Pine House, trying to get that extra 4 inches so we can throw more shit away.
Right.
But I think now, what is going to differentiate in this hot market?
Oh yeah.
People are looking at these concepts of for sale by owner and saying, hey, you know what? I can do that. And the reality is,
it's a lot of work.
No,
you can do it.
I believe in a hot market, obviously, for sale by owner is more plausible than ever.
Oh, absolutely.
But the right realtor gets you so much more money.
Yep.
Because we go the extra mile to present the property in its best light.
And attract more buyers.
And attract more people. It is dear for sale by owners. I have one, and super nice people. They called us. They didn't want to do the for sale by owner thing anymore. They had been for sale by owner for 4 or 5 days.
Right.
We walk in the door, And I'm like, do this. Oh, yeah, and we're going to up your price $10,000. And in the end, I then went away. I did not take the listing. I went away on vacation. And I came back, and he said, you know what, Jay? He goes, we accepted an offer. I said, okay, congratulations, good for you. What was the offer for? And it was for $15,000 less than what we were going to list it for. And
when you would have likely sold for over what you listed at.
Or above list.
Oh my gosh.
So I just said, okay, listen, you know what?
Oh.
I respect you. I shouldn't say they'd received an offer. They hadn't sold it yet. And I said, why don't you just give me a week or two? Let me put it on at $15,000 higher. And he had just said, he was like, I'm just nervous.
Done.
And in the end, I said, you know what? God bless. I wish you all. And he's called me 4 times with questions. And I've been more.
And you always answer them. Yeah.
And
I'm the same.
Yeah.
You trained me.
I want to be friends with people. And
yeah.
If you're happy, I'm happy. But I could have gotten him more money.
Yeah.
And I think
that hurts. That makes you sad.
It makes me sad. And I told him that. I told him, I said, you know what? If you're happy, I'm happy. But I feel like, because,
I feel like I failed you because you should be walking away with $15,000 more.
You're leaving on the table the refinishing of your hardwood floors. Because I could have made you that above and beyond what you just made.
Yeah. See, and I had a few this year where, they called me and they were like, "Hey, we want you to know that we're not gonna list our house this year because we just sold it, and guess what? We got exactly what you told us it was worth." And I'm like, I haven't been there in 2 years.
Yeah.
And what it was worth 2 years ago wasn't even close. How far along are you? Oh, we're like a week from the closing, and I'm like, congratulations, you just gave them $30,000 in equity.
Oh, I know.
I'm very happy for you. Can you see it in my face?
Doesn't that make you sad?
This is me thrilled that you dialed my digits 6 weeks too late.
Yeah. Legit.
Because
legit.
$30,000 they threw away.
Oh.
At least minimum. Minimum, and it was North Utica. So you know how hot that was in early spring.
Hot.
Yeah, I mean, if they didn't go over asking, it was beautiful. If they didn't go over asking, I would have ate the house.
It's one of the hardest things about our business is I completely respect that a homeowner has the right and thinks that they can sell their home themselves.
Of course they can.
But I've always said, and
are they going to do it better?
Okay. Would you defend yourself in a legal trial? I would not. Would you perform open heart surgery on yourself? I would not. I do not have that level of knowledge. Would you go ahead and try and sell, most likely, your biggest investment yourself? Well, yes. I mean, they might try, but we do this every day. Why hasn't that kind of prevailed in this industry? We're one of the only industries where there really is this prevalence of folks doing it themselves. I get it.
Yep.
They think that they want to save money.
Yep. But they're not.
But in the end, I feel bad because I'm like,
and sometimes it works out really well.
Oh, absolutely. I agree.
But not the majority of the time.
Most of the time, you're leaving money on the table.
You are.
So,
be it either with the initial offer or with inspections and follow-up, on the back end.
Yeah. Well, and then there's always, I do tell folks, you have to place a value on your time.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Holy moly. If you're in some of these hot areas, you're going to be taken off of work every day to open and close and turn on the lights and turn on the candles and turn on the music. And
from 9 to 7,
You're not going to
8.
do those things because your realtor didn't tell you to do those things. So you're not thinking, oh, maybe I need to set the stage properly.
Right.
But it's a lot of work. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of work.
Yeah. And that's just getting the offer.
That's just getting to the offer. People, that's another thing. I mean, shoot. There is an art form to closing a deal now.
Oh, my God.
I know why companies have closing coordinators.
Oh, yeah.
We have one. It is harder and harder and harder now to smoothly close out real estate.
I have to agree. Mm-hmm. I have to.
You guys have a closing coordinator, right?
Yes. We have Kelly now.
Yes. You have Kelly, exactly.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the bigger companies in the area are realizing you have to provide that service to your agents. Otherwise, your agents are just going to get swamped.
Burnt out.
They're going to get burnt out.
Yeah.
And hey, you want to keep those big agents going. You want to keep them focused on something.
Yeah, not sitting in the office, talking to loan officers and
exactly
attorneys and
Exactly.
whatever. Although we do.
We always
But-
do. You know, the best agents, like you said, you keep in touch with everybody all the time, and
Yeah.
you know, it's
Just a checking in kind of.
juggling all the balls. I love it.
Yeah, me too. It's like, you know, and that's what I really love about real estate is no 2 days are ever the same.
Ever.
No 2 deals are ever the same. I mean, everything is like always.
There's a lot of what I like, because you know I thrive on consistency.
Right.
I'm a very comfortable person. I like doing similar things every day.
Right. And
But
they're similar.
they're
but
similar.
they're very different too.
That's what I love about our business in
Yeah.
general, is that every day is a new adventure, but that adventure takes you down roads that are fairly similar to what you traveled the day before.
Right.
It's just new sights, new sounds, new
New potholes.
new potholes. Do you remember? Okay, flashback. That dirt road.
Oh,
You had the
Jesus.
Mustang. I had the Mini.
Yep.
We were
Yep.
going down, guys. Talk about commitment. Dirt road. The
Wait. This was not a dirt road. We were going to a listing in
Westernville.
and it was not a dirt road. It was a dried up creek bed that was a seasonal
You're
road.
right. It was a.
And we get about 1.5 miles down this road that is really a riverbed, and and I'm looking and I'm like, Jay, those are river rock. I don't think we're on a road. And we had to back up.
We backed up for a good half a mile.
Yeah, before we found a place to turn around. It was bad.
It was.
And I was in my husband's brand new Mustang
God.
with the 1,000,000-mile Borla exhaust, and it was
Yes.
lowered 7 inches.
Yes.
And you in your little Mini Cooper.
I was in my
Jenny,
little Mini.
Oh, you were riding with me,
No,
and
I was
Jenny
with
and
you.
Lori were
Jenny
in
and
the
Lori
Mini
were in the
Cooper.
Mini Cooper, scraping up my Borla exhaust. I mean, Addie and I were just flipping out.
Oh,
Addie
God.
was going, Todd's gonna kill
He's gonna,
me.
yeah,
He's gonna kill me."
I'm flipping out because Todd's gonna kill me. And what's this asshole do? He posts a picture of me on
do.
Facebook going backwards
do.
up this road.
I was so bad. And Lori and Jenny are in the back.
Oh, my God.
Calling us, going, Jay, we are ripping your car to shreds. Oh, shit. It was. These are the things we do for our clients, people.
Nothing stopped us. We made it.
We made it. It just ended up. We had to go. Wasn't it?
Yeah, we went up and around.
Up and around, and we were like
Yeah,
20
because
minutes late.
we finally got back off of this seasonal road. And the farmer who was standing there kind of trying to wave at us before, and we just thought he was waving. He goes, I can't believe you guys went down there.
Yes. And people,
That's a snowmobile trail.
My sister-in-law's husband always looks at my truck and says, "What are you doing with that?" I'm like, "You go down the roads that I've had to go down, and you too will get a lifted Dodge Ram."
Oh my God. I'll never forget that one showing him. It was like up other side of the Ava somewhere. And I get to this cow path between 2 cornfields. And it's like telling me that's the road.
Yeah.
And I'm
You're
like,
"No, it ain't."
I don't think so. And so I call the agent, and she's like, yeah, that's the road. And I'm like,
Here we go.
I swear to God, I was waiting for Malachi to come out of the corn, you know?
Bootstraps, just pull them up and hit that gas pedal.
Oh, my God. And yeah, my little CC made it right down that road to this little shanty in the middle of cornfields. And
That's a low car.
yeah.
Low.
And I was like, oh, our cars, they take a beating.
Realtor cars. People wonder why I replace my cars as often as I do. I said, okay, I bought my truck 3 years ago with 12,000 miles on
And now it has 100 and
it.
what?
It has 130 on it now.
Yep.
I said, I put in 3 years, I put 130,000 miles on it. It's gone through, every season, and it's gone through. I've got a big old scrape on the side where I had a utility pole trying to squeeze through the seasonal road. And,
Yeah. Up hills, down ravines.
Eating in them, drinking in them,
Sometimes sleeping in them.
I'm sleeping in them. Realtor life is the best life ever.
It honestly is.
But it's crazy. It's also crazy.
I think it's suited to us, though.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we could do a boring job.
Nope.
I mean, before you were a teacher, which is, again,
Yep.
always different. You never know what the kids are going to throw. I was a bartender.
Yes. Always
So, I
different.
mean, yeah. So
I tend to find certain personality types just make amazing realtors. I think bartenders, nurses, teachers, like
Yeah.
these
The caregivers, the servers.
service type mentality.
Because it is a service industry.
This is
I
a
hate
industry.
being called a salesperson.
I do too.
I am not a salesperson. I couldn't sell you anything if I wanted to. I can
tried.
help you find what you want.
Yes.
I'm very, very good at that. Incredibly good at that.
That was really effective, and it was, you posted it. It was, real estate agents are like matchmakers, and then when we find the house, we're like the wedding planner.
Yeah.
That's what we are.
Yes.
To me,
Exactly.
real estate is about education.
Oh, yeah.
And it's why I force every single one of my buyers, and I know I taught you to do this too.
Yep.
to come
Home
to a
ownership center
consult
and yep.
and to, like I said, go through the home ownership center.
Yep.
Because
And sitting down and talking.
you sit down and you go over the process. I'd rather you learn about the process than meet me at a house and we look at 3 houses and you pick one and you have no clue what you're doing. Like, let's do this right. I'm going to be a teacher. I want you to attend seminars on it or sit down at a consult with me and at least go through that 1.5 hours with me,
Right.
learning about what.
So you know what you need to do so that you know you're ready.
Yeah. But education.
Yeah, it's crucial.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
So.
And yeah, you really do have an eye for it though, because when I got into real estate, I had no idea I was getting into real estate.
Yeah.
You just came to list my house.
Yes, exactly.
And it was just
And 9 years later, 8 years,
8
years later,
Yeah.
you're one of the top selling real estate agents in
Thank
the
you,
area.
Jay.
So, I mean, I look and I have been, one of the things that's most exciting to me is seeing agents who
That you've
started
mentored
that
and
I've mentored,
taught. Like my partner Lori.
Yes.
Well, she didn't start with you, but you had a good
but
hand
I got
and
her.
you
She
had
was
a
on
good
spin bike next
hand.
to me, and I told that young lady, I was like, you need to come over and work with me. And
Best
sure enough,
decision ever. Thank you.
Absolutely. I think she took off. Like I said,
Yeah.
she's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, she's freaking killing it.
Yeah, I remember when Tasha first got into it and she didn't want to get into it, and we were sitting at Zena's
Yep.
and we were having lunch, and she was expressing her.
I didn't know if I
She was, and I just looked at her and I said, "What's your problem?"
Yeah,
and she's like,
you
"Well,
did
I don't want to."
say what's your problem.
Yeah, and she says, "Well, I don't want to take away from agents like you and Jay." And I looked at her blank in the eye and I said, "Oh, honey, honey, you're cute.
Take it away.
You're not
girl.
taking
Take
my
it away."
clients. You're taking them from the agents who don't do a good job. You're not going to take mine. You're taking theirs. And you should, because they're not doing a good job. So
the
come in, do a good job, and
Big enough for
oh
everyone
my
to
God,
have.
you're not even kidding.
That's
You couldn't sell half of the houses. You couldn't.
No.
You couldn't sell 1/10 of them.
That's it. So that's again what's so cool about our industry is just
Yeah.
there's room enough for everyone.
Oh, absolutely.
Those that are willing to truly, and so this is, call to all of you who want to become realtors. If you are willing to put in the hours, and I truly believe that nowadays you have to have a passion for people and places.
Oh, absolutely.
And when I say places, I don't mean just houses. I believe you have to be a cheerleader for your hometown
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
So-
and the surrounding areas.
surrounding areas. We are huge advocates for the Mohawk Valley.
Yep.
We are hyper involved
Yep.
in our communities, and we are passionate about the area.
Oh, absolutely.
So to me, those are the best realtors. One of the things, again, I love about my new guy, David, is that he instantly said, "Oh, Jay, I see on the calendar you have education committee. Can I join that?" Yeah, by all means, join it. He goes, "Oh, Jay, I see tonight we've got, the Downtown Utica Forum." He goes, "Can I come with you?" I was like, "Sure." And he kept asking me these questions, and I was like, "Okay." And
Dude, just show up.
well, he finally did that. He goes, "Do you mind if I just stick myself on the calendar with you?" I was like, "Check, let's go." And it's that sort of like curiosity
Yeah.
and desire. We went today to Banu for lunch, and he looks at me, he goes,
Did you see my Emmy?
"That's where I saw your Emmy." And he looks at me, he goes, "I've never been there." I'm like, "Oh, child."
Oh, boy.
I'm like, "We need to educate you."
Oh, he's
now-
sheltered.
Oh, it's not even
Aw,
sheltered.
how
He's-
cute.
I know. He's just so white. We love you. But he's literally in 12 weeks pounded the ground and learned to love what we see in our community. And I think that has to be a huge aspect of who you are as an
Oh,
agent, too.
absolutely.
You have to love
Right.
this area.
Yeah. If you don't like where you live, you can't sell it.
Yes.
You can't feel good about putting somebody into a home there.
We have somebody, a friend of mine who, Dina, you remember Dina?
Yeah.
Who told me a long time ago, and she was right. She's like, Jay, you just need to just ask J-App. She goes, because people text you with questions about, okay, Jay, I'm getting married. Where should I have my rehearsal dinner? Jay, I really am craving something amazing and ethnic. Where do I need to go? I want to go to a cool church service that's not in my language, not in the English language. Where do I go? And I just sit there going, you know what? You are passionate about your community when people are bugging you with questions about things that aren't real estate related.
Yep.
And they just know that you love your place.
Yeah. See, and that's why I started the I Got a Guy page. Because I get all the, hey, where can I have this newspaper stand sandblasted for this project?
Exactly. I know a guy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I got a guy.
Got a guy.
I got a guy.
And that's, I think...
You have to, yeah.
What this whole area is all about. It's people helping people.
Oh, yeah.
And this amazing just coming together of cultures and people and things. And, it's... Where can you go and just get this amazing, amazing feeling of warmth and kindness and cooperation and caring and learn about amazing different foods and different cultures and different people? Like right now, my husband's texting me going, where are you? Because apparently I forgot to tell him I was on with you tonight. And
hey, Steven.
Hey. And he's at the 11 Amp series.
Oh, yes.
We go to the 11 Amp as much as we can.
Yep.
Amazing concert series, Monday nights, Copernicus Park. And last week were the Opus String Quartet, which is this amazing, literally jaw-droppingly amazing string quartet that plays rock covers on their violins. They were
God.
So
that would have been right up my alley.
Oh, yeah, you would have loved it. And then after that was a 4-part female mariachi band that also played covers in mariachi style. I mean, it was so goddamn cool. Oh, my God. They were amazing. Mind blown.
That's awesome.
Mind blown. And the park was packed. We were on, we had a blanket up in front, and it was just, it was so gosh darn cool.
And you love it, you know?
Oh.
And it's free.
But
there's never anything to do.
How much time do we have to get going about that complaint? Because literally, if I hear that,
oh, God, drives me nuts.
I am going to throat punch them.
Yeah, drives me nuts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because let's see, all right, you had the Levitt Amp series. You've got Kimono at Munson Williams. Floodwood was at Munson. What, Friday?
We had
Saranac Thursdays.
We were at First Friday. The winery was at First Friday.
Very nice.
Friday. Shout out Prospect Falls Winery.
Prospect Falls Winery in Prospect, New York. Some of the best, finest wines you're ever going to have.
Fine wines you're going to have out of Utica, the area.
Love it. Lean 2. Try Lean 2.
I was actually going to bring up.
Freaking love that.
So yeah, we were pouring there, and First Fridays, like I said, this weekend, I had people texting me going, Jay, are you at Brewfest? No. Jay, are you? I forget what was the other thing that was happening this weekend. Oh my gosh.
You had. Oh God, there was so much going on.
There was something else happening.
The Lebanese or the Polish
Taste of Lebanon.
Taste of Lebanon. You had the Polish festival too.
You had the Polish festival too. So I mean, you could have 3 major events. You could have literally just gone and gotten drunk at Brewfest,
and then went and ate your ass off.
Gone and eaten your ass off at the most delicious. I love.
Or hit the Polish, the beer, and then oh, come on. That's a trifecta right there.
You can die fat and happy.
Oh, God.
And just, oh, God. I love it.
Have you been over to, what is it, Breezes? It's, in the old Bearded Dolphin, they're doing Caribbean food.
No. Whoa, Adeline, a restaurant that I don't.
Yes. Oh, my God. It is so good. We actually stumbled across it looking just to have a cocktail one night.
What's it called?
Something like that. I'll send you the page because it is.
Bearded Dolphin. Is that
the old Bearded Dolphin right by the tram? Right behind the tram.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Phenomenal. The jerk chicken is ridiculous.
Really?
You know I don't even talk about jerk chicken besides mine.
Yeah.
Because mine is the best.
Yes.
Yeah. I actually think she's got me beat, and I hate to say it, and I just admitted it in public, so.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not good. They're down on Varick Street too. Sometimes on Thursdays.
We've been digging Apsara right now on Bank Place.
I haven't been there yet.
Oh my God!
Is it so good?
Mary Kim and her family just like, oh God! You got to be patient because they're still kind of getting their shit together.
Right.
But food, just mind blowing.
Love it.
So good and so cool. Like it's just, I love where my office is downtown now, and oh God, just trying to keep my ladylike figure.
I would be chocolate croissant in it every day.
Oh, don't even go there. I work above Utica bread. Do you understand how hard that is?
Well, Danielle asked me for Mother's Day. She's like, what do you want for Mother's Day? I said 6 plain and 6 chocolate croissants from Utica bread. And she looks at me and she goes, no, like for your present for Mother's Day. And I go, 6 plain and 6 chocolate croissants from Utica bread. I said, I'll call Alyssa. You want me to order them for you? So make sure you get them right?
You won't even have to
and I
worry
did.
about it. All you got to do is
I sent her a message. I'm like, just go pick them up.
Yep.
Done.
Yep.
And I was happy as anything.
The best thing about Utica bread is that they're closed Monday and Tuesday.
So you get 2 days break?
So I get 2 days break. Because otherwise, it's like I walk by there,
it just smells so good.
It's awful. Now, I will just literally go grab the little wax paper, take my cookie, leave my $1 for Dan, and walk upstairs. And I don't even have to tell him anymore. He doesn't serve me. He doesn't. When we go.
You're home.
Oh, God.
You're home.
And I love. Like where and you got to come down if you're not familiar with that block.
No, I need to come see your office because I haven't been to your office. I know that block.
Yeah,
but
I mean you've got Utica Coffee.
Yeah,
which just I don't even drink coffee, and I walk.
I like the smell of it.
Oh, and the girls are the girls and the guys. They're amazing. And then it's like literally you walk next door, and you've got Taylor and the cook and all their amazing food and some of the best bartenders in the area.
Yeah.
Now you've got the new place opening up right next to that. You got Johnny's Pizza,
which he is
they're just cool.
Yeah.
Mama, they'll be sitting out there all night, and it's the owner, his mom, and his family.
Yeah. You know what? He is just the nicest guy.
Oh God!
If they didn't even have good food, he is just a prince among men.
Absolutely.
With how he treats the homeless and the vets and
just and then Josh and Brandon are just like they make an amazing pie. They make great food, and they're cool. Like I said, every night as I'm walking by, he's going, Jay, how's it going? How's the business? How's things? Just chilling, smoking, puffing on a cigar, and playing cards with that community there.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
So, Utica Bread right next door. Like I said, Paul and David at Realty right next door.
Yeah. You even got our Nancy Ford up next to Bite.
Yes, I mean you go up a block and
she's right there.
Robin and Nancy and Jay and Dougie and their amazing Bite. Mm-hmm. I just think
so how far has that come? I mean,
you give us 5 more years. Like Steven and I we're looking for that. We're looking for that next big adventure.
Yeah.
And I think to me, like my next thing, I really think like Utica needs this amazing like cigar and bourbon bar. Mm. Like just like you walk in and it like oozes like
the dark wood and the
leather and smoke and rawr and it's kind of like I don't want to say Gerber's meets John Dev meets a Bordello meets like really like I said dark and rich and just this place where you want to come and veg.
Yeah.
But in this, like I said, really rich kind of
way.
Quiet. Oh yeah. Not a big place.
No.
But that's kind of where we're that's my next big adventure. Now I've got this amazing real estate team. I'm so happy.
Now you have time to do a few things.
Yes. Now I'm in my mid-30s. I want a baby. Stephen Keblish.
Stephen, can we have some babies?
This is your shout out.
Come on, Stephen. I do.
We need some babies.
I'll babysit.
Yeah, she'll babysit, and she'll. We've got. I love this because I have the best support network
on
the planet.
You would never see your child,
who literally is waiting to go shopping for this child. And I almost said decorate them, but
pretty much
dress them in the most.
Pretty much.
My mother is chomping at the bit to babysit. I said we'd never see the gosh darn thing, but like that's my next big adventure. I want now that the real estate thing is just
you've
going.
made your mark.
I love it.
You've
I
made
want to
your mark.
get more into teaching real estate. I want to open up something fun, something social and foodie, drinky.
That's up your alley.
And the baby,
Yeah.
that's next. We need it.
Yeah, we do need a baby. I'm obviously never getting grandkids, so I've got to live vicariously.
Listen, those are yours eventually. They're still young.
Oh, 27 isn't so young.
Let's go, Danny.
Yeah, she's getting up there.
Come on.
Her biological clock should be ticking because mine
not
is.
ticking at all. Because Mama's biological clock is ticking. She's like, a grandbaby.
Yeah, because I'll be 60 years old at the park rolling this kid around. That was not my plan.
Young, hot grandma. You will be
Well, now, but not 60. At 60, I'll be 60.
That's true.
I'll still be hot, but what the hell?
And you've got a ways to go before that hits.
Not that much, Jay. Not really that much.
Oh, okay.
It's really getting pretty close.
It's like it's getting pretty close.
It's getting pretty close. My baby's 24 tomorrow.
Oh, God.
Can you believe it?
Oh, God. Yeah, I think she told me that today. Time flies.
It does, doesn't
Time
it?
flies when you're having fun. Even when you're not having fun, time flies.
She was just a little pain in the ass teenager when you met her.
I love that girl.
She is a good kid, isn't
had
she?
like 14 different colors of hair.
Oh, God, I know.
I loved her.
Yeah.
I love Danny.
She was striped. She was.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just...
It's Emmy.
It's Emmy. And that's, again, tie it back to real estate. People.
Yeah.
Like, have we not met?
Oh,
In
yeah.
the last 11 years, I have met some of my best friends.
Oh, absolutely.
Real estate clients.
Yep. Yep. Oh, yeah.
Just...
You meet some of the best people and some of the worst, because I tend to find that these type of situations where there's money and your biggest, investment, it shows your true colors.
Yes.
I've had one client who they were friends of friends and they seemed fine until we got an offer on their house and the buyer was black. Yeah.
Yes.
They got fired.
Yes.
Yeah, they got fired. But it's, you run into that kind of aspect and it's like, wait, where'd you go? Because who are you now?
We do kind of walk around with rose-colored glasses on.
A little bit, yeah.
And then every now and then it's good to have that sort of like shot in the arm that Utica is still
a little
in the dark ages in some ways.
Yeah.
And,
true.
Growing and developing.
But slowly, like anything else.
Exactly. But I look and say we are, as realtors, agents of change in whatever environment that we are in. And it is, to me, that's one of the banners that we carry, is that we want housing for everyone.
Oh, yeah.
We want housing for
the ones who can't afford it, the ones who can. We want it to be affordable.
Some of my best deals are those, like, I hate to say, $55,000 first-time home buyer, where you're hiring a translator just to help them understand the contract.
Yeah.
That is the best.
Yeah.
It's just amazing to see home ownership happening for so many different people because home ownership is affordable in the Utica area.
Kemble Street was my favorite sale. You remember it was your listing?
Yes.
Because they did not think they could ever afford to buy a house. Yes. They knew they couldn't afford to buy a house, and we hooked them up with Dave D'Amico.
Yep.
And
he made it happen.
And
Absolutely.
it was probably my smallest sale.
Yeah.
But it was the absolute best because it was just so rewarding. They cried.
Yeah.
I cried.
Well, then you see stuff like, a fellow realtor of ours who works for Assist to Sell posted this weekend.
Oh, I loved that.
At 57 years old, she was finally able to sell her first home.
Yep.
And I said, what? I
can't think of anything better.
I would be bawling at that closing. And it is just such an amazing feeling to be able to make that happen for people.
Oh, absolutely. And especially for your mother. Her first house.
Yes.
Just, I love it.
I know. And then there's my mother, who I just keep saying, Mom, I want to sell your house. I need inventory. I need stuff to sell. Your house is in New Hartford.
Leave your mother alone.
She's like, Jason Lewis. I'm like, oh.
You leave her alone.
She said, I will
Jeez,
tell
poor
you
Sharon.
when I am good and ready to sell this house. And my dad, of course, looks at me and goes, I'm going to list it for sale by owner. You will not. You will not.
That'll be it.
Yes.
That'll be it.
So that's it. I'm going to find you the worst ever.
Yeah, see, that's what Danielle always tells me. She's like, are you sure that's the decision you want to make? Because I'm going to choose your home, remember?
Exactly.
I'm like, you're such a little
My
asshole.
mother always said, I wish I had daughters. My mother had 5 boys. She wished she had daughters. She goes, because they're going to care about what home I go into. She goes, you guys aren't going to give a flying hoot. Nope. So Mom will make sure it'll be clean.
Your mother will live in your basement because you will not. Yeah.
I will never. She will live she will live in Jeremy's basement for 6 months and
yours,
my basement. 6.
Your basement the 6 months you're in Florida.
6 months no, she'll live in my house the 6 months I'm in Florida.
Oh, wait. Nancy says yes to the bourbon. Saratoga and Syracuse have awesome places to hang. And then head out to Kentucky to do the bourbon trail. She'll help you pick out the fabulous brown juice you'll serve.
Is that Nancy Ford?
Nancy Kessler.
Oh, Nancy Kessler. Nancy, yeah, well, listen.
She's been loving the bourbon. She's been sampling a little.
For an exploratory trip.
We
could make this.
I could do Kentucky.
We did. The
Christ, I'll take Syracuse at this point.
I'll take Syracuse. The most inebriated I have been in the last 5 years. Tasha,
and I missed it?
You missed it. Tasha and I took our husbands down to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. We found a Groupon. We're cheap.
Yeah, I love
for a
Groupon.
log cabin, and we thought log cabin in the woods. We didn't realize that Gatlinburg, Tennessee is the moonshine capital of the country. Okay. So we pull in, and it's this vibrant community, and we're like, what the hell? We thought we were going middle of the woods.
Moonshiners.
Luxury. So we're like, okay. We walk into this distillery or moonshinery. I don't know what the proper term is. And we're like, okay, great. And the guy literally lines up 12 shots. Boom, 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 boom. We're like, sweet. Let's go. We're like, we'll just...
170 proof or so?
Random distillery. We pound those down, and it's amazing. And then we walk, he goes, well, make sure to try our sister distillery next door. And we walk next door, and there's another one. And 12 shots. Boom. We pound those. We're like, woo, this is awesome. And then we walk literally across the street. We're like, oh, shit, there's another one. And we asked later, like, is this a thing here? And the lady looks at us like we have 6 heads. She's like, you are in the moonshine capital of the country.
Isn't that why you came here?
7 distilleries later, Tasha grabs my arm and goes, now, you know me. Tolerance is epic, okay? She goes, Jay, you cannot drive us home. We need to stop and get food. We're leaning on each other for support.
Oh, my God.
And we're walking down the street going, shit. Like, I can't drive. It took us 3 hours, a very fatty, very delicious Southern dinner. I pretty much think I puked it up later on. But, like, it was amazing.
Gosh.
And that's what I love about, like, the whole, like, just the culture around properly imbibed alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I love this. It's where I found, like moonshine and bourbon and whiskey and just these rich, you know, American, just true, like, raw spirits.
Yeah.
And we did a bourbon tasting with Michelle Classic over at the Stife. And her husband and his friend they called themselves the Bourbon Brothers, and gave us this. It was a client function. They did this amazing bourbon tasting for us of 6 or 7 different different area bourbons, and whiskeys, and it was a blast. And I think that's a big thing now, is that, you know, people are really truly getting into bourbon, whiskey, spirits.
Oh yeah.
Over the beer and wine, because they want something more.
Yeah, a little different. Yeah, and especially in the winter, it warms you.
Oh, yes.
It warms you.
You know, during the summer, give me my light fruity glass of wine. I love it. I'm an equal opportunity alcoholic. You know, I love it all.
Whatever you were drinking at Modus last night looked ridiculous. Was that last night, that cocktail of deliciousness?
Oh, my God.
I know, you've been at Modus, 4 times You've been on a little binge.
I like Lotus.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You don't normally binge places, though. You usually bounce.
No, I normally spread the love.
Yeah, so I mean, seeing you three or four times in a week at one place, I'm getting a little nervous.
I might have a slight addiction. Okay, they have really good food, and I love the owners. They're super sweet. When I like somebody,
I know.
Want to.
You know how I am too.
You're the same way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like super. To me, let's have fun with alcohol. You know, we've got the winery. Steve has fun with that still.
Right.
We make great wines, and I think, like I said, the next thing.
Next level.
Let's kick it up a notch. Let's have even more fun.
I like that.
Me too.
Now we just got to find your place.
Yes. Well, listen.
You know any good real estate agents?
Do you not think multiple places in the works? There are.
That was kind of tongue in cheek.
Two amazing buildings on Hotel Street that I just am completely enamored with. It's a lot of planning.
Right.
It's a lot. I mean, it's just a lot of work to even. I've never done this sort of big level commercial development.
Right.
You know, you're talking $4 million to $6 million.
Right.
To do up 15 lofts and a bar in my office, and it's frightening.
Yeah. But you know what, Jay? It's only money. You'll make more.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't we just have this talk?
We just have this discussion.
Yeah, we did. It's only money. You'll make more.
Money. But no, hey, you know, it's fun, and like I said, I want to be an even bigger part of downtown Utica.
Yeah.
And so that's our goal. We're moving into the Doyle next week, so we're gonna do that downtown loft thing. We're gonna keep our house till it's ready to go on the market, which is gonna take a little while. But we're gonna move into the Doyle. We're basically bringing a couch and a bed, and we're gonna kind of frat boy it for a little while.
It's good for you.
I might die.
I think so.
I might. I have listen.
I give it a week before you have more in there than
buy more furniture.
There's just no chance. There's no way in hell you're living there with a couch and a bed, please. Who the hell are you talking to? Your husband doesn't even believe you on that.
Yes, he does.
Oh, he's just faking.
He is faking.
He's just pretending that he believes you on it. He knows full well.
God, I know. But we're super excited about that. And like
that building is incredible. That building has always been incredible. And then just everything that they're doing with it. Oh my God, I love it.
There's so many cool things in the works. Like, we are talking like great places to eat and drink, and like they want in the building, they want a bar restaurant, they want a little bakery, they've got a photography studio coming in, they've got great commercial space. It's going, and right now they just kind of finished the gym, so all the tenants have a really
nice
great lower level gym.
And see, and there you go. There's another savings.
Yep, you might save on your $20 a month gym membership. Of course, it's a little more some other places.
Just saying, but.
And then we've got a social room that's going to have like the movie theater in it and all this crazy stuff. There's no we're going to have some outdoor living on the. Kind of on the driveway side of the building.
What are they going to do over there?
We're going to build some trellises and, barbecue.
Nice.
Simple, little couches and stuff, just to give...
Yeah, just a little outdoor area.
Something to hang out with.
Yeah.
I know a lot of the other buildings, like Chris Martin's building, she's doing rooftop stuff.
Yeah.
The Bleeckers got rooftop stuff.
But it's nice to have something ground level, too, yes. I think.
Yes, I agree.
Because rooftop on a day like today...
Woo!
Could you imagine? Oh, my God.
No.
My car was reading 101 earlier.
Oh, God.
It's like, ugh.
But I will, one of the cool things I love about, where the Doyle is, in that little micro neighborhood, that sort of original Utica micro neighborhood,
yep.
is that now, you've got Smith Market opening.
Yep.
Okay, so that's going to be great. She's going to have this really sort of, hand-picked selection of a lot of local goods, and Angela...
Yeah.
is going in her building too, and she's going to do something. I still don't understand what it is, Angela. Something amazing with art and working with people. And my friend Toby is bringing fresh and clean meals.
Oh, nice.
To Smith Market. So she's going to be working out of Smith Market now, too, doing her prepared stuff.
I love that.
All the food for my opening, honestly unbelievable. And it's all focused on, she made a kale and mango salsa that she will not give me the recipe for because she's a witch, Toby, and fear me.
Well, this is how she keeps you.
No, but it was amazing.
You can't give your secrets away.
I know. And it was delicious, like epic. So I'm super excited for her because she's going to be there. You know, you got Bag Square Brewery still in the works. You got the train station now. And I talked to Henry, and he said they've been getting interest in...
Yeah, he said he had a little bit of action that he thought maybe the restaurant might go.
Yes. So I just think that little micro neighborhood is going to be so cool.
I have to agree. Cool. I mean, you have a lot down there, too.
Oh, and Handshake City.
Yes.
I can't forget to... I mean... Anybody that feels the needs to volunteer for something, they need volunteers. Handshake City's awesome. Like, I love this concept, this container park, flex space, inexpensive space for budding, retailers, crafters. We've talked about possibly doing like a couple days where we're there slinging wine.
Yeah. And they did something like that. Where the heck were we? Oh my gosh, we were in Ireland.
Yep.
And they had something like that where it was just like little sheds. Yeah. Actually, it was just a courtyard, and both sides were lined with sheds.
Yep.
And there were different little restaurants, different little stores, and crafters and artists. And
that, like
well, we're still talking for a minute. I kept going until you got here. Okay. We're only a half an hour late.
We're only half an hour over.
We've been chatting, and I was like, geez, I should look at the time. And I'm like, it's 8:30.
Oopsies. My belly is starting to go, okay, time to feed me. But I think that is so cool. And they just placed the pallets, or excuse me, not the pallets, the containers.
Right.
And they're really working now to kind of get them, fitted out and, get some electrical in.
Right. And
it's
ready to go.
Oh, they're going to be open for the downtown. They hope to be open for the downtown Get Down at the end of the month.
That would be nice.
And I just think I love the concept. It is this sort of free form, like I said, inexpensive.
Yeah, like a pop-up kind of. Yeah.
Really, it's like a pop-up shop. And they're going to have rotating vendors and just all sorts of amazing opportunities for creative types in Utica to show off what they do.
Yes, and we need that.
Uh-huh.
Because you do have the indie garage sale, but it's once, and
yeah.
If you miss it, you're screwed.
Yeah, and they were able to secure some indoor space too, so this may end up, being even more than just like a summertime.
Right, a full year.
So they might take it a little further than that.
I like that.
So cool. I love the vibe. We're sponsoring them. I wish this is where you wish you had
millions and millions because you would just do it.
Because Katie Riley, you'd never have to work a day in your life. The Macro Group would support you in everything. It's something I would love to do. But
yeah, I'm interested. I can't wait to see it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool.
All right, well, we've kept you guys all about a half an hour too long because we were just having fun. And I never get to see Jay because we're always working.
Yes, very true.
You're just going to have to start going to Modus and eating with you.
I have no problem with this arrangement. My bookkeeper might have a problem with the arrangement, but I sure as hell don't.
See, I don't listen to mine.
I have to.
I am mine.
You're like,
you know how tough I am, Jay.
I know.
I'm so mean to me.
I'm not.
I don't let me do. I don't even let me buy gum. I'm so mean.
You're sad.
I am.
Sad.
I'm mean.
But yes, I have had a blast. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all for listening.
So check out Better Homes and Gardens.
Yes.
The J Grow team.
I have the J Grow group too because the J Grow group is my design entity.
It's the GGG.
So the GGG still exists. Find us on Facebook and like us on Facebook to follow us. We do all sorts of social media stuff. Great video blogs.
Yeah, I loved your farmhouse remodel series. That was fun.
Farmhouse remodel too. So yeah, check us out and. Obviously, if you're buying, selling, or investing real estate, work with Addie or me.
Because we're the best.
Addie's team or my team. Happy with both of those.
Beautiful.
All right. Sold.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night, and I'll see you next week.
This has been Home Free with Adeline VanDyke,
We done?
sponsored by the Property Sisters of Mohawk Valley, a member of Weichert Realtors. Like and follow them on social media. Interested in buying or selling a home? Call 315-601-9630.
Hey, Disruption Network. This is Mike Sacco, the general manager at Nye Volkswagen of Rome. If you don't know me by name, it's only because you have not received the best deal. There's only one reason to leave Utica, and that's to come see me in Rome and get the best deal on your next new, pre-owned, or certified VW. Mention that you heard this ad from Disruption Network and receive $250 off your next vehicle purchase. You'll know why our customers say, I love my Nye VW. Come see us at 5865 Rome Taberg Road in Rome or visit us online at nyvwofrome.com.
The Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley was born when 3 top producing agents with over 25 years of combined experience selling real estate joined forces to take real estate to the next level. We practice with honesty, integrity, and the knowledge to help make the buying and selling process easy and stress-free for all of our clients. We pledge to always make our clients our top priority from start to finish and even after the house is closed. We will always be a valued resource for information and assistance for our buyers and sellers. Our customers over the years have become not only past clients, but great friends. As we join hands together as the Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley, we look forward to serving our clients and our community and making a positive difference. You can reach us at 315-601-9630 for all of your real estate needs.
Hi, this is attorney Nick Pasalacqua. The team of attorneys I have assembled at Pasalacqua & Associates has been carefully hand-picked to include the best trial attorneys in the particular areas of the law that we practice. Have you been charged with DWI or any other crime? Members of our team include former assistant district attorneys, now fighting to protect your rights 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you or someone you love been seriously injured in a motor vehicle accident? Members of the team at Pasalacqua & Associates include former insurance defense attorneys, now fighting to ensure that you get every penny you're entitled to. If you need legal help quick, don't waste your time or money calling anyone else. Remember, for legal help quick, you better call Nick and the team at Pasalacqua & Associates. 315-500-NICK or 315-500-6425 or visit cnytriallaw.com today.